Gervonta Davis, known for his explosive power and dramatic knockouts, surprised everyone at Lamont Roach's press conference. He appeared alone, without Leonard Ellerbe, Calvin Ford, or his usual entourage. For a fighter of Davis's stature, this was highly unusual, sparking questions about the absence of a strong support system, which has always been a key part of his image.
It's like take the big brother from the little brother, but they both even because, again, they're showing the respect of the levels before and then after,
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, is far more than just a coach. He's been a father figure, a mentor, and a guiding force who shaped Davis into the knockout artist we see today. Ford's role in Davis's career has been pivotal, making his absence at a significant event like the Lamont Roach press conference all the more intriguing. For years, Ford has been a constant presence in Davis's corner, not just in the ring, but in his personal and professional life, steering him through challenges and keeping him focused. So why wasn't he there? This absence has sparked speculation and raised many questions. Could it hint at a rift between the two? Is there underlying tension in Davis's camp, or was it simply a matter of conflicting schedules? The boxing world is left wondering if this absence is a sign of deeper issues within the team that has long been celebrated for its unity and success. Only time will reveal the truth behind the scenes.
What time it is when it comes to the fight game. My thing is, if you really want to fight, let's sit down and figure it out. There's three things they got to figure out: where the fight gonna be at, how much a person gonna get paid, and where the weight gonna be at. Once them things get figured out, it's a wrap.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, has a surprising take on boxing despite coaching one of the sport's most feared knockout artists. Ford isn't a fan of knockouts. Instead, he prefers long, grueling fights where opponents are systematically punished. In a recent interview with TPOS, Ford shared his philosophy, stating, "Man, I don't like knockouts. I like punishment." This perspective offers unique insight into Ford's approach to shaping Davis into the dominant force he is today.
Take a page out of Al. You got to listen to the fighters because they're the ones in the ring taking the blows. My job is pay him and get him to the promised land.
For Calvin Ford, the mark of a great fight isn't a highlight reel knockout, but the lasting toll on an opponent. He values bouts that push fighters to their limits, ensuring they remember every punch. Reflecting on Gervonta Davis's early days, Ford shared a story about a sparring session with a Russian fighter. He hit that dude one time. Boom, dropped him. He looked at his hands. Ford recalled. Despite the impressive moment, Ford wasn't thrilled about the quick finish, admitting he wished for a longer, more grueling battle to truly test Davis's endurance and skill.
We could be boys.
That's right.
We tight.
Talk about that, coach.
We tight. We good friends.
Yeah.
Then you let people are in the business do things because it's business, but then in the mindset, it don't look right.
Yeah.
For Calvin Ford, the essence of boxing isn't about knockouts, but about leaving opponents saying, "Man, Tank punished me." It's the story of endurance and grit that matters most. Ford reflected on a moment from Gervonta Davis's amateur days that revealed a vulnerable side of the now confident star. At a national competition, Davis was shocked by the size of professional gloves. "Guy ain't never going pro. Ain't nobody hitting me with them," he said, intimidated by the thought of taking punches with smaller gloves. Ford, however, encouraged him, pushing Davis to embrace the challenge. By 2013, Davis turned professional, and in his debut fight, he secured a knockout victory. From that moment, Davis began his rise, evolving into the fearsome fighter we know today, guided by Ford's unwavering belief and mentorship.
Well, we hear in prize fighting especially that it's about momentum. And when it comes to Gervonta Davis, I don't think you can have more momentum than
Leonard Ellerbe, a key figure in Gervonta Davis's career, was noticeably absent at a recent press conference, adding to the growing mystery surrounding Tank's camp. Ellerbe has been an instrumental part of Davis's rise to stardom, managing his career and helping hype up his fights. His absence, alongside that of trainer Calvin Ford, has sparked questions about Tank's team dynamics and whether there are deeper shifts happening behind the scenes. Davis has evolved into a global superstar, but moments like these remind us that even the biggest names in boxing face internal challenges. Showing up alone at such a high-profile event could signal a new phase in Davis's career, one where he steps into a more independent role. It's possible that Tank is looking to break away from the close-knit team that has supported him through the early years of his rise, signifying a shift towards self-reliance. However, this could also point to underlying tension within his camp. In the high-stakes world of boxing, internal conflict is not uncommon, and changes in team structure can often come with the territory as fighters grow and develop. The absence of Ellerbe, who has been a consistent presence throughout Davis's career, further fuels speculation that something is amiss. Despite the absence of key figures like Ford and Ellerbe, Davis's journey in boxing has been shaped by their influence. Calvin Ford, for example, played a pivotal role in shaping Davis into the knockout artist he is today. Ford's views on boxing are unconventional. He's not one to favor knockouts for the sake of spectacle. Instead, he focuses on endurance, grit, and punishing opponents. This approach has been a major factor in Davis's development as a fighter, and even though Ford was missing from the press conference, his influence on Davis's career is undeniable. Ford's mentorship helped transform Davis from a hesitant amateur into one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Despite his absence, Ford's presence in Davis's corner, both physically and mentally, remains a key aspect of his success. Davis's decision to show up alone also hints at the possibility of a deeper shift in his mindset and approach to his career. Could it be that Tank is stepping into a new chapter, one where he is less reliant on the support system that has helped him reach this point? The fact that Davis is facing these questions in public only highlights the complexities of his journey. Boxing isn't just about what happens inside the ring. It's about the people who shape a fighter's path, the decisions they make, and the dynamics that evolve over time. With such a high profile, every move Davis makes, whether in or out of the ring, is scrutinized. One thing that stands out in this unfolding narrative is the potential for changes in Davis's camp. For years, Ellerbe has been the man behind much of Davis's career management, promoting his fights and making key decisions. The absence of Ellerbe, along with Ford, is a curious development, especially given their long-standing relationship with Davis. Could this mean that Davis is looking to part ways with these figures, or is it a temporary shift? Either way, the absence of such important people at a crucial press conference signals something bigger may be at play. Davis's rise to superstardom has been built on the support of a strong team, and any changes in that structure could have a significant impact on his future career. Ford, however, has always been clear about his approach to Davis's career. In a recent interview, Ford explained that he doesn't get involved in the business side of things when it comes to Davis's decisions. He views everything through the lens of what is best for Tank, focusing on the fighter's long-term success rather than any drama that might unfold within the team. This pragmatic and no-nonsense approach is emblematic of Ford's role in Davis's life, and it's a mindset that has likely helped Tank navigate some of the most important moments of his career. Ford's decision to stay uninvolved in some of the bigger decisions around Davis's professional life might seem surprising, but it's a stance he's consistently maintained. This approach is reminiscent of when Davis decided to leave Mayweather Promotions. The split was a significant moment in Davis's career, marking his desire to take control of his destiny. Ford, rather than stepping in to influence the situation, simply acknowledged that it was a business decision, one that Davis had to make for himself. Ford's reaction was a clear message. It was all about Tank's growth and what was best for him, even if it meant stepping away from established relationships. As Davis continues to evolve as a fighter, it's clear that his journey is anything but straightforward. Moments like showing up solo to a press conference serve as a reminder that there's always more to the story than what happens inside the ring. Davis's camp may be shifting, but the core of his success remains the same: his determination, his talent, and the people who have shaped him into the fighter he is today. Whether this change is temporary or the beginning of something bigger remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Tank's journey is far from over. As fans, we'll be watching closely to see what unfolds next.